cameras have captured what the living were never meant to see.
I asked if you gotta go or you gotta go downstairs or something.
From eerie grave sightings to mysterious entities and faceless figures, each clip is scarier than the previous one. These are terrifying moments of evil spirits revealing themselves.
Astaghfirullahaladzim, ya Allah.
A worker was digging a grave in an old cemetery when he noticed something that made him stop. Just a few steps away, a figure wrapped in white cloth stood there, not moving at all. Its eyes were fixed on him, wide open and unblinking. At first, he thought the shadows were playing tricks on him, but the longer he looked, the more real it became. The figure had come from a nearby grave, and he believed it was a pokong. Fear took over, and he ended the recording and walked away from the job.
Di belakang pohon besar.
Screams from grave. Some places are avoided for a reason, and this graveyard in Dayton, Ohio was one of them. A man visiting late in the evening heard loud screaming coming from one grave. When he moved closer, he saw that the grave was slightly open, and the cries were clear and disturbing. Shaken, he left, and later told the caretaker what he heard. What made it worse was the caretaker's response. He said the same screaming sounds were heard from that grave almost every day. Locals believe a trapped soul is suffering there, unable to find peace. Skull-faced spirit. In Indonesia, a private residence experienced a sudden short circuit, and the homeowner got more than just a power issue. From the nearby wooded area, a terrifying figure appeared. It had a skull-like face and glowing eyes that stared at him for a few seconds before it slowly walked away. Its appearance was so strange and unnatural that the witness described it as looking almost like a Frankenstein-like creature. Later, when reviewing the footage, both the homeowner and other residents were visibly shaken, unsure of what they had just seen or how to explain it. Cemetery ghost.
Yo, she was blown, and did you see how she tripped over that tombstone?
One evening in Arizona, a man filming from his balcony caught something that still unsettles viewers today. Across the street in a cemetery, a barefoot girl dressed in white wandered between the graves. He and a friend called out,
"You're scaring me! You're really scaring me!"
But she never looked up, never slowed down, just drifted deeper into the darkness. Then, without warning, she was gone. Locals later said the description fit a young girl from the area who was never given a proper burial, leading many to believe her spirit is still wandering, searching for the peace she never found.
Yo, she's not coming. She's gone. Where the did she go?
Haunted cafe clip. Last year, just after 11 p.m., security cameras at Café Lugano in Zaragoza, Spain captured something that left staff and viewers baffled. A dark silhouette resembling a man was seen descending the stairs, while the cafe was completely locked and empty. At first, it could have been a camera glitch, but moments later the figure appeared inside the lounge area, moving around, even sitting on a chair as if he belonged there. The man seemed to be wearing an old-fashioned suit, suggesting he had passed away decades ago. Some speculate it might be the spirit of a former customer or the cafe's old manager, haunting the place, unable to move on, possibly because he still loves or cares for the place. But what do you have to say? Angry spirit. A group of friends took a dare and entered a cemetery late at night, joking at first. As they walked deeper between the graves, the mood changed. Near an old tomb, a lone woman stood in a dark robe. Her face was hidden by long hair, and a low, disturbing sound came from her. One friend tried to talk to her. The woman turned sharply, and her voice grew loud and angry. The group panicked and ran back without looking behind. It felt like they had crossed a line and disturbed someone who did not want to be there. Haunting customer. In this unsettling video, a woman can be seen making food, but her customer was not a human being. It was recorded somewhere in Malaysia at around 10:30 p.m. as she was about to close for the night. But an unknown creepy being showed up. with disheveled dark hair, unidentifiable facial features, and dirty white gown. This woman had no choice but to serve this haunting customer so as to not make it angry. Netizens said it was a churail, however. Churails are more common in places like India or Pakistan. In Malaysia, they aren't really seen. So who was this creepy customer? Delivery gone wrong. On a routine night, a courier driver received an order of fried chicken, and he was waiting for the girl who ordered it at the given location. After waiting for 5 minutes, the woman dressed in white arrived, took her parcel, and left the driver scared because she had nothing on her neck. Terrified, he handed over the parcel and quickly sped away without even taking the payment. That night, the driver decided he would never work the night shift again. Screaming ghost. In a farmland outside Lexington, Kentucky, a man had been hearing strange noises around his property for days. On the night of October 25th, 2016, at 2:43 a.m., he checked the backyard CCTV and was stunned by what he saw. The footage showed a woman trying to force its way through the wooden fence surrounding his home. The panel broke, and she fell onto the ground, but she wasn't human. Her eyes glowed unnaturally, and her face was covered in thick, dark hair. She let out a terrifying, sharp scream before vanishing into the darkness. The video ended abruptly, leaving the man shaken. What do you guys think? Was she a ghost or a deranged woman? Let me know in the comments below. Witch inside mirror.
Allahu Akbar, astagfirullahaladzim.
In Aguascalientes, Mexico, a man exploring an abandoned building in the desert captured a terrifying moment on video. While moving through the empty structure, he felt trapped by a shadowy entity, possibly a witch. He was too scared to look up or raise his flashlight, worried it might provoke the creature. The terrifying part came when it appeared in a mirror, confronting him face to face. Frozen with fear, he slowly backed away, capturing the encounter on camera while managing to escape the room without any further incident.
Gua lempar atau samperin coy.
Enigmatic shadow. A security camera installed in the backyard caught a mysterious dark figure walking towards the house. In the very first frame, a humanoid shape can be seen, and this shadowy figure climbed over the brick wall and then started flying around in the area. The CCTV motion feature even picked up its strange movements before it vanished off. Camera. Scary stall girl. At a busy street food stall, a video captured a girl standing beside the vendor, seemingly waiting for her order. At first, everything seemed normal. Then, her face twisted in ways that did not look human. It wasn't a mask, and it wasn't playful. The sudden, unnatural change left viewers shaken, with some suggesting something darker, even possession, might have been at work. Ghost horse. A Texas farmer uploaded this video of her pasture that caught an animal that wasn't part of her cattle. Her husband was walking back into the house when CCTV picked up a ghost horse running in the background. First, it was standing near the fence and turned around, then slowly disappeared completely. Her husband did not notice the horse running, and later she even posted a picture of this supposed horse near one of the stables. She also said in the post that almost 2.5 years ago, one of her horses, Reggie, passed away, and much like this ghost, he had a white patch on his face. Eerie footage. This eerie CCTV footage from Glasgow still gives people chills. 11 years ago, a strange incident happened to a woman. She heard the doorbell and was stepping downstairs to open the door as she was expecting her husband. While stepping down, she witnessed an eerie shadow appear out of nowhere. Trembling in fear, she turned back. The shadow followed her and then vanished in a few seconds. After some time, she opened the door and told the incident to her husband, and they checked the CCTV camera, and they were both stunned after seeing the mysterious shadow. Some netizens suggested that it was a spirit, but some argued that it was just a plume of smoke. Bone-chilling encounter. 3 months ago, a shocking incident happened with a person driving through the rocky path of Serbia when he encountered something bone-chilling. He was driving peacefully when a strange creature wearing a kaftan appeared out of nowhere on the road and started running in front of the car. The man froze in the seat in fear and started reciting something in Arabic. The creature was running at a fast pace, but when the man had crossed this rocky path, it disappeared. The memory of this incident still lingers in his mind, pondering what he actually encountered on that journey. Restless spirit. After villagers reported hearing strange voices coming from one grave, a team of paranormal investigators set up cameras in the graveyard. What the footage showed shocked everyone. Smoke started rising from the grave, and moments later, a pale man appeared, crying out for help before vanishing. The investigators believed the spirit was restless and informed the family. A priest was called to perform a ritual meant to calm the soul. After that, the voices stopped, and the activity in the area ended. Bound graveyard spirit. A group of people explored an abandoned part of a graveyard in India while filming on their phones. Deep inside, they spotted a figure tied in old, torn robes, slowly swaying in place. The sight stopped them in their tracks. Locals had warned that this part of the graveyard was cursed and avoided for years. Some believed it was a witch left bound there long ago, and her presence kept people away. The area stayed deserted, and the video only made its dark reputation stronger. Fast-moving spirit. A group of haunted video creators went into a cemetery in Karachi, Pakistan, late at night and started live streaming as they walked between the graves. Everything felt normal at first, until one of them suddenly stopped and said something had just rushed past them. No one else noticed anything at the time. After the stream, they reviewed the clip and slowed it down. That's when they saw a pale shape flash across the screen right in front of them. It moved too fast to be a person and vanished almost instantly. After seeing that, they didn't stay any longer and left the cemetery right away. Spirit pulls man. On July 21st, 2024, a home camera in Colombia picked up something no one expected. A mysterious figure was heading up to this homeowner's door around 7 p.m. when he suddenly lost his balance and was thrown backward, tumbling down the steps. The movement looked forced, like something rushed into him from behind. The sound drew a nearby couple out of their home, and they came over with their dog to see what happened. When the clip was reviewed later, a dark blur could be seen cutting across the frame for a split second before disappearing. Some viewers noticed the dog ran straight to the exact spot where that shape showed up, reacting to something that wasn't visible to the people watching. Shadow terrifies mother. On 30th June, 2020, a mother-to-be from the United Kingdom recorded what she thought would be a simple video of her baby bump moving. She was lying on the bed while house-sitting, with only a cat and a dog in the room. At the end of the video, a small, dark shadow-like figure appeared at the foot of the bed, right before the clip cut off. The sudden shape left viewers unsettled. She was about to have her first child, so the idea of it being one of her kids was out of the question. So what do you think this shadowy figure was? Demon, maybe? Let me know in the comments. Ghost behind counter. In Madrid, Spain, a cafe owner got a shock after closing for the day. As he stepped out, a sudden flash of light caught a strange figure moving behind the counter. It looked like the person was handling something, and the moment was brief but clear on camera. Realizing he had left his car keys inside, the owner went back in, but by the time he turned on the lights, the figure was gone, leaving no trace it had ever been there. The footage captures the eerie moment perfectly, but whether it was a ghost or something else entirely remains a mystery. Poltergeist spirit. After returning from a weekend away, a woman checked her CCTV recordings to see if anything had happened while she was gone. The footage started out normal, but then a hazy, human-like shape drifted across the floor before disappearing into the shadows. Moments later, a chair near the wall moved on its own, sliding as if pulled by something unseen. Shocked, She wondered if the activity could somehow be connected to her sister, who had passed away just a few months earlier. The combination of movement and the figure left her shaken, and the video quickly became a topic of speculation online. Spirit causes panic.
Can you make a noise? Can you do something to let me know that you're here with me now?
In Madison, Wisconsin, a man named Dave Schrader tried to reach the spirit of his girlfriend, who had passed away just weeks earlier. He set up a camera, sat on the floor, and covered his eyes with a black cloth. For a while, the room stayed silent. Then, he started hearing footsteps approaching. And when he reached out, he felt something standing directly in front of him. Panic took over, and he ripped off the blindfold and ran from the room. The experience left him shaken, and he later said he never tried the experiment again.
Can you just stand right here?
Creepy nursing home.
Or the vegan cheese.
On April 13th, 2025, a nursing home in Columbus, Ohio captured a chilling encounter on camera. 4 staff members had been sent to the second floor to clean a room and sweep up spilled cat litter. While working, they suddenly heard strange noises followed by loud bangs, which terrified them enough to leave the area immediately. When the footage was reviewed, the cameras showed footprints forming across the carpet, the same color as the spilled litter, as if something unseen had walked through it. The staff mentioned that odd sounds had been happening on that floor for months, making many wonder if the area might actually be haunted. Staircase spirit. In the Philippines, 4 friends were filming themselves at home when the camera picked up something none of them noticed at the time. From the staircase behind them, a pale figure with long black hair could be seen peeking down, its hollow eyes fixed on the group. At first glance, it almost looked human, but its ashen face gave it away. The friends only realized what they had captured later, and the sight of that eerie figure staring down at them left no doubt they weren't alone in the house that night. Ghost knocks on door. Cameras often reveal things we can't see with our own eyes, and this surveillance footage from Argentina proves it. Around 2:30 a.m., the faint figure of a semi-transparent woman appeared at the entrance of a store. The strange part? The owner, who was there in person, didn't see anyone. Startled, he grabbed his phone and filmed the same spot, but nothing showed up. In all his years of running the store, he said he had never experienced anything like it, leaving him to wonder what had really come to visit that night. Apartment apparition. Late one night, mysterious footage was taken outside an apartment complex. On the first floor, a shadowy figure darts across the frame. Strangely, there's a man standing below, yet he doesn't react at all. No sound, no movement, nothing to suggest anyone had passed. What makes this even harder to dismiss is that the man filming it was recording straight from his camera, showing the clip hadn't been tampered with. If that's the case, then it looks like this building may have its very own ghost. Figure mysteriously vanishes. A spine-chilling moment was recorded by a CCTV camera somewhere in Malaysia. A strange, shadowy figure appeared on the gate, and suddenly it passed through it, and then disappeared into thin air. It might be a ghost caught on camera, but netizens online brushed it off as a camera glitch. But I would like to know your take on it, so tell me in the comments section. Poltergeist activity. In Cape Town, a paranormal activity was caught on a CCTV camera of a convenience store some days ago. Around 3 a.m., a packet of snacks fell on the ground from the rack. In the meantime, 2 other packets of snacks also jumped from the rack and fell on the ground like something invisible was deliberately throwing them. Something even more strange happened when the door of the store started operating on its own. An unknown figure appeared through the glass mirror, moved forward, and vanished. The security guard saw this video, and it left him surprised as he had not experienced such a creepy thing in his entire life. La Llorona. Back in 2023, a young boy captured a bone-chilling incident at his hostel in Norwich. At midnight, he woke up to go to the washroom when he witnessed something creepy coming out of a room. It had skinny legs, torn-up clothes, a creepy face, long nails, and disheveled hair resembling a zombie-like figure. It was crying, screaming, and suddenly it started levitating in the courtyard. With trembling legs, he moved forward to capture it, but it disappeared, leaving him shocked. The video spread like wildfire. Later, the commenters suggested that it was La Llorona. Ghost on camera. A peculiar CCTV footage went viral some days ago in Canterbury. A dog was lying on the ground in the gallery of the house when something unexplainable caught its attention. Surprisingly, the chair moved on its own for some inches. The dog stood up and started barking at the apparition, which was invisible, but it was still present there, as animals can sense some things that humans can't. Now decide for yourself by watching the video whether it was real or edited. Creepy laughter. A breathtaking moment was recorded in Birmingham when a man watching TV heard a strange, unfamiliar laugh coming from the kitchen. He grabbed his camera to capture what it was. First, he thought it might be some cat, but he was left shocked when he saw a peculiar figure resembling a child laughing and sitting in the sink. He moved hurriedly to capture it, but it vanished. Maybe it was a ghost, or he was tricked by his mind. No one knows what happened next, as the video ended abruptly. Strange invisible entity. One night, a girl came home late from her work when she experienced something unsettling. She got inside the comforter to sleep peacefully when the door of her room opened and a strange shadow entered the room. It lifted and threw the comforter on the ground. Then it pulled her from her legs and took her out of the room by dragging her. She was helplessly being dragged by some invisible entity. Then she checked the CCTV recording but could not find anything. What was that invisible thing? A ghost, spirit, or some other evil entity? What do you think about this video? Unknown entity. On Sunday morning, a man was washing utensils when he noticed someone was opening the door, but when he approached, there was no one. He closed the door and came back, but after some seconds, the door opened again. He again closed the door and came back to wash the utensils, but the door again opened. It seemed terrifying as something was teasing him deliberately. The video went viral on YouTube, and a viewer revealed that this apartment was haunted, and they left this apartment for the same reason.
Stop. Hey, buddy.
Eerie house. In the Philippines, a man was out for a nighttime walk, and he passed by an abandoned house when he encountered something bone-chilling. First, everything seemed normal, but suddenly, the light of the torch cutting through the darkness caught something creepy. As seen in the video, someone has lifted the curtain of the video, and it seemed like someone was peeking through it. That moment scared him so much, and he never passed by that road again in his life. Strange church incident. This video went viral on social media when a strange incident happened in a church in the Vatican City, Europe. As can be seen, a woman is acting eerily while sitting in a church. She is screaming and moving her body unintentionally. Maybe she was possessed by some spirit, or maybe she was moaning over her sorrow, or maybe she was in the church to pray to God and seeking forgiveness. This video left its viewers baffled, and no one knew what the real matter was. Something in the shadows. A couple was sleeping peacefully in their room when they heard some strange sounds from their house, like the door opening and something falling. The man opened his camera to see what it was, but he was so scared that he could not get out of his bed. There was something lurking in the shadows watching them, but they were unsure about it. He tried his best to capture it in the video, but could not, as there was much darkness. The commenters suggested that this video was edited and uploaded intentionally to grab viewers' attention. Railway spirit. One night, a man was traveling to his village in New Delhi. He stopped his car at a railway signal. Suddenly, he saw an unnatural figure appearing from the darkness and walking on the railway track. The next moment, it disappeared from sight and appeared far away from the room. It had white clothes, a creepy white face, and disheveled hair resembling a witch. Terrifyingly, he reversed his car and decided to go to his village another way. Evil spirit possession. 9 years ago, a strange incident happened back in Israel. In the following video, a crowd had gathered around a girl, and her mother was holding her. Her body was shivering continuously. The man in the yarmulke was reciting something along with the other crowd. She fell on the ground. Maybe she did not want them around her. The video circulated on YouTube, and a viewer revealed that she was possessed by some demon for the last 2 years, and she was having these unusual episodes repeatedly, but now she was fine. Strange female. Back in 2022, 2 friends were roaming on a road late at night in Patna, India, when they witnessed a strange girl walking alone on the road. They felt suspicious, turned on the camera, and asked the girl why she was walking there at this hour of the night. She responded strangely and forbade them from recording her. But suddenly she started behaving unnaturally. Then they went away, leaving her roaming. No one knows what happened next. Soulless creature. Recently, a video exploded across YouTube. The incident occurred in a narrow street in Gujarat, India, when a man was on his way home and saw something spooky. It seemed a strange creature with a long neck sitting on the ground, looking in the other direction. He opened his camera and, with trembling legs, moved forward to get a closer look. But as he did so, the creature's neck became soulless. On reaching near, he came to know it was a toy dog, but it was looking alive. Maybe it was done by some ghost. Let me know in the comments what you think happened here. Mysterious dark figure. A group of friends was wandering in the streets of Italy back in 2023 when they heard a strange sound coming from an abandoned storehouse. Curiously, one of them opened his camera and moved forward to look inside, but you won't believe what they saw there. They encountered a mysterious dark figure in the darkness. It had glowing eyes, but the body was invisible. In fear, they moved back and uploaded the video on TikTok, and per viewer's suggestion, it was some animal standing in darkness, looking like a ghost. Paranormal activity. A mysterious moment was captured on CCTV camera 4 years ago when a 16-year-old boy experienced something unsettling at his home. He was playing with his dog when he heard a strange sound coming from the room. As demonstrated in the video, when he entered the room, he saw that the drawer was open. He closed the drawer and went outside, but as he left the room, the drawer and the cabinet opened again on their own. Was it a paranormal activity or a hoax video? Decide it yourself. Evil spirits captured. A man decided to become a paranormal investigator. He knew about an abandoned house that was notorious for evil spirits. So one day he decided to visit that house and caught something mysterious on the camera. Stepping inside, he heard screeching sounds coming from a room. He entered the room by reciting something in Arabic in fear. When he entered the room, he saw some fragments of clothes burning on the ground. Then a piece of cloth started moving like someone was dragging it. It flew and disappeared into the thin air, leaving him shocked and terrified. That was the day when he quit his decision to become a paranormal investigator, because he realized he was not born for such encounters. Now it's time for today's open discussion of the day. On July 23rd, 2025, a strange incident happened in Bangladesh that left everyone stunned. As can be seen in the video, a girl was looking anguished while a religious man was reciting something in Arabic. Suddenly, she tilted upside down and clung to the ceiling of the room. Maybe the girl was controlled by some evil entity, and the recitation made it agitated, or maybe it was a hoax video. Later, a commenter revealed that he was their neighbor, and this girl was possessed by a demon for the last 6 months, and he was performing an exorcism. What are your thoughts on it? Let me know in the comments. Do like this video and subscribe to my channel, and thank you for watching.